Consider having a friend who has 12 names. If there are people out there who are like this, they have 12 distinct names that are all strung together, perhaps because their parents sought to distinguish between them, but this makes it difficult to properly refer to them. All 12 names must be said, which could take a very long time for everyone. Instead, you most likely choose or invent one name and assign that friend a nickname. Now, attracting your friend's attention or informing your pals of news about them is much simpler when you use their nickname to identify them. They still go by 12 names in law. However, doing it is now more convenient. ENS is exactly what it says it is. What is ENS? The Ethereum Name Service, also known as ENS, is a protocol that enables a ton of exciting things to be done on the Ethereum network. The fact that they transform machine-readable addresses into human-readable addresses is most likely the best value addition. The fact that you have a public key and a private key is how cryptocurrencies function. The public key essentially serves as your address, whilst the private key is what is utilized to send your crypto. Your public key can be compared to your home or email address. People who wish to pay you should know about that. Maybe your friend wants to reimburse you for taking them out for coffee, so that they know where to send their money. They would require your public keys in order to do it. However, the problem is that the public key is a long string of seemingly random numbers and letters that you can't just utter out loud. There was clearly a problem here. Instead of having to read out 64 digits and characters and hope that your friend understands them all well in a noisy cafe or sending him your public key through email, two developers have come up with a solution to essentially create nicknames for Ethereum addresses. Instead, just let him know your ENS address. Whiteboard Crypto is one such solution. The money would reach the person who registered the Whiteboard Crypto ENS by explaining to them that the ENS name server will look up the true address for your acquaintance. This is crucial for overcoming psychological barriers that prevent people from adopting cryptocurrency. For instance, I actually began a project with my aunt and cousin in which we each contribute $20 a month toward a Ledger hardware wallet. The hardest aspect for them was finding out how to transfer cryptocurrencies from Coinbase, the centralized exchange where we purchased it, to the actual Ledger address. It seems like a major obstacle to getting more people into cryptocurrency is the fact that most of it are quite technical, as you can see by the sheer number of people who use Robinhood to buy Dogecoin. If they simply set up an ENS-like family cryptocurrency and send it there, that roadblock would be immediately removed. They carry it out because it is easy. They just enter their bank account and click purchase, despite the fact that they don't actually own any Dogecoin. ENS is essentially a 100% decentralized name service lookup system, which is one of its coolest features. This means that it is not governed by a single entity, which greatly increases the safety of utilizing it. Imagine if we attempted to reward you with $5 in Ethereum because you enjoyed our video. We entered your address rather than redirecting it to your real wallet address because the Mega Ether never sells it. They can make it redirect to their wallet address because they are the essential authorities. In reality, a centralized authority might just temporarily direct all name searches to their wallet. Centralized apps are less secure since hackers may perform the same action even more easily. Nick Johnson and Alex Van Dyson of the Ethereum Foundation created the Ethereum Name Service. You should know that it has been audited and is truly open source, which means that anyone can access and evaluate the code. This is a standard for any great blockchain utility. How does ENS work? For instance, ENS is essentially two smart contracts that just carry out the previous description. You provide them with a straightforward address, such as Whiteboard Crypto, and they will look it up in their enormous directory of authentic Ethereum wallet addresses before allowing the transaction to take place. You only need to pay a little price on ENS domains if you wish to register your own name and then add it to that enormous table in the smart contract. The price is $60 a year for 10 years. Although the majority of domains now only have the ETH extension, this is being considered for expansion to additional top-level domains, Club, Crypto, and XYZ. To put it more technically, when someone asks for an ENS lookup, they need to provide two pieces of information. They must first identify the resolver. Typically, when you first create your ENS domain, the resolver is set. The person who requests the true address must then approach the resolver associated with the name they wish to look up and request the address in question. This is due to the wide variety of name resolvers, which are effectively large lookup tables that store a lot of data. Another interesting feature of the Ethereum Name Service is that the domain can really use Unicode. Emojis are now permitted in your domain, which is good news for non-techies. The fact that ENS wants to replace more than just wallet addresses is another story. Currently, they also resolve domains. For instance, a website that uses IPFS, which is essentially a blockchain-based file sharing system, can have a long, gnarly domain name that has a ton of unmemorable characters and numbers. To tell your friends to go to the easier, more readable domain, you can just point a basic ENS domain at it. One thing to keep in mind is that ENS has the drawback of not being as quick as DNS. The system used by the internet to do the very similar conversion of domain addresses to IP addresses. Depending on the network congestion, DNS can occasionally happen in only a few milliseconds, whereas ENS can take a few minutes. From our discussion, what have you learned about ENS? Please let me know by leaving a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, please press the like button, turn on the notification bell, and subscribe to our channel Metaverse for more videos like this. Thank you for stopping by to watch. See you in our next video. Bye!